finally found myself a job. I couldn't be happier.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
This town has gotten bigger.
What kind of life does this...
Well,
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu. I do not like the sound of that.
Let's begin.
Yes.
Got it.
yes.
Listen.
My time has come.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force.
Let's go.
You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces? Headed for Baima Castle? I have to warn Lord Yanjin.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yanliang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjin. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once! All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Impressive. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him.
This
Many of their soldiers here.
is ours.
Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
Their numbers matter not, for I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory. Begin advancing!
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
Now advance!
This is our chance.
Take this!
Take the enemy by surprise!
Tables turn.
Behold, allied
The enemy
forces are
officer
marching to our aid.
has been defeated.
This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong! Our victory is imminent!
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude.
Let's go.
This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade. Enter one, you! Think you were still enough?
Being pushed back. This cannot be allowed to continue.
We shall attack like a surging wave. Make haste with preparations. Take this. Tables turn. Take this.
This is the face of all who oppose me.
Taking the fort at Yanjin? We cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. Quickly, we must reclaim it.
The enemy officer has been
Let's
defeated.
start the advance. Let's start the advance.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own.
Here's the resistance is futile.
All my might!
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
You're injured. insufficient for a comeback.
Cao. You are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice. Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated. To bring peace.
The enemy officer.
Do not know who you are or from where you hail. You seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
Turn the tables. I've been waiting for this. We'll break you. It's not over yet. We'll break you.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
Time to act.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Behold my power!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Got this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
That's one more stepping stone on my path to true might.
Calm down.
This is it!
Cao. You are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice.
Let's get
Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated. To bring peace.
Do not know who you are or from where you hail. You seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
Take this.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
I've been waiting for this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I leave the rest up to you.
I will break you. Take this. I will break you.
I can't believe this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
You stand in the presence of Yan Liang. I am one of Lord Yuan Shao's greatest warriors. You really think you have what it takes to fight me? Take this. Time to act. You do not lack your skill in service. This battle has only just begun. Tables turn. Take this. Time to end this. I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Infested. How can this be?
I think
The enemy officer has been defeated.
What? Yan Liang has been defeated.
Let's go.
Impossible. This cannot be.
I can't believe we managed to drive back such a large force. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless.
Take this.
Send it, Wen Chou. Attack Yanjin and bring me Cao Cao's head.
I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanjin. This time, we can send some of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the... and attack the enemy from behind. We must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
Judge the situation poorly.
His crimson tail feathers dance in the wind as he tears across the battlefield. He must be. Could it be? No, it's not possible.
There must be something I can do.
Excellent. Now, go forth and show me what you can do. We must find a way to overcome this situation.
Got you.
I have conquered this area.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Have secured the area. We have the upper hand. Keep up the pace.
Very good. I shall remember your hours. Very good. I shall
The enemy
remember
officer
your effort.
has been defeated.
The sash of the sacred bird Luan. And those eyes.
Let's go.
Yes. It must be.
Everyone, halt! Being too hasty will only lead to costly...
Time is right. We should attack now.
Seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it.
I cannot afford to fall here.
predicament. Even so, I shall not abandon hope.
Tables turned. Any foe will crumble when caught off guard.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It was a truly embarrassing spectacle. Still, thank you for your help.
Thanks for coming. I owe you one.
Your assistance comes at the most opportune moment.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
A little more pathetic.
Counterattack! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Okay, let's prepare to make our attack. We need to make this decisive. Put on a show. Put on a show. Put on a show. Leave it to me. My ambition cannot be stopped. My ambition cannot be stopped.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother. I claim another victory in the name of my brother. Hold still.
As far as
Attack without relent. I claim another
There's no
victory in
virtue
the
in
name of my
dying for
brother.
so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
Take this. Glad to have your back. And believe me, this favor will not go unpaid. I'm counting on you.
I am Wen Chou, one of Yuan Shao's greatest fighters. Any who believe themselves worthy may test their might against me. You are half bad. So your bravery isn't without justification. Take this!
End this
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn it all. Why did it have to end like this? What? Wen Chou has fallen? This is not possible. What on earth happened? I could foresee losing either Yan Liang or Wen Chou, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now. This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humbled, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted.
It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What's wrong, Zuluan? Why aren't you saying anything? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made, and now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful, Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Zuluan, down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and allying with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping...
Lord Eugene is way too strict. Lord Shunyo becomes a different...
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu.
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bailuan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Zuluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. I investigated your village and went through just about every relevant text I could find. It took a great deal of time. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Zuluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful.
Everything's gotten so expensive. So you remember? We fought the government forces that came to purge our village, and were cut down. And now, you know. I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Ziluan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. Well, I haven't really decided just yet. That's sad. I've always thought of visiting the land where my father studied medicine. Perhaps now is the time. As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Ziluan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, Our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Zilawan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can. Well...
What shall we do, Lord Cao Cao? Their numbers are far too great to fight without a plan.
Yuan Shao's army is growing cautious as it nears Guandu. It appears their loss in Baima has shaken them.
But with our supplies dwindling, Yuan Shao must know that time is on his side.
Any news from Shu City, Guojia?
Lord Xun Yu says that lords in the vicinity of Shu City are showing signs of revolt. And there are rumors that Liu Bei was spotted among the leaders of the rebellion.
Liu Bei?
His Majesty has taken a liking to Liu Bei. If he comes to the rescue, then His Majesty will follow him.
Then it is imperative that we send more troops to put the rebellion down, yes?
Do not be so nervous, Lord Xun Yu. Those who lack the heart of a warrior are destined for defeat. Let us endure for a while longer. Our chance will come to us in time.
Brother. They say Liu Bei is in Shu City. I wonder if Zhang Fei and the others are all right. Agreed. But only after we get permission from Lord Cao Cao. We accepted his help, so we must thank him properly. And we need to take custody of Liu Bei's family. Once we've settled our affairs here, we'll begin our journey. Does that sound good to you? Then let us return together, back to my brother's side.
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu, and I do not like the sound of that.